And then the decline stage. Boo-hoo-hoo. At some point, the product is no longer trendy. Demand falls off, and you can see here on the curve, it never goes to zero, and profits decline, but they never go completely to zero because there's always going to be some residual demand. So I have here an example, a kerosene lantern. Does anybody here have a kerosene lantern? Okay, how many do you have? Two, and what do you use them for? Camping. How about you?
Yeah, emergencies.
Emergencies, camping.
Motorcycle, man, you can't carry one of those things on a motorcycle.
Yeah, you can't carry one of those on a motorcycle. That's what LEDs are for. But kerosene lantern, 100 years ago, that was the main source of lighting. If you went into a store, you would find dozens of styles and shapes of oil lamps and lanterns because that was... Today, most of us use electricity for lighting purposes, so the kerosene lantern is for emergencies, it's for camping, it's for decor, for atmosphere. So it's still available, but like you're not going to go into a store and expect to find 10 different kinds. You know, you're lucky to find one, and you're not too picky about it. So with this product, again, it's no longer widely used, but there's still some residual demand. And during the decline phase, the idea is recognizing that you're not going to be able to grow demand for the product because the product is, you know, who here needs a buggy whip? Well, if I have a horse and buggy, yes, I do, but most of us use cars or buses or... So the strategies during this phase is either milk the product, and milk the product just means you don't spend money to develop the product, but you just take advantage of what residual sales are out there. So you don't see a lot of advertisements for kerosene lanterns because, you know, there's no demand out there. I'm not going to stimulate demand by creating awareness. You don't want to put them on sale, buy one, get one free, because I didn't even want the first one. So the idea is that you don't put any money into a mature or decline stage product, and then at some point, if it no longer becomes profitable, then divest. Either sell it, sell the product, sell the company to somebody who sees some value in it, or just close it down. I had a friend who was a musician, and this is many, many years ago, and he played a Hammond C3 organ, which was made in Hammond, Indiana, and he had said that there's a machine at the Hammond factory in Hammond, Indiana that makes the tone generators for those organs. And they will continue to make that organ until that machine that makes the tone generators breaks, because it wouldn't be worth it for them to rebuild the machine or to retool. But as long as we can still pump out those tone generators, we can still afford to make that particular brand of organ. Questions? Say again, what restarts it?
Yeah, what restarts it?
So yeah, repositioning, you either find a new use for the product or find a new market for the product. Another example that I already used was the Arm & Hammer baking soda, where any number of uses for that product beyond just baking. You had a comment, question? Oh, okay, just scratching.